I did all this smudging, staging. I smudged my phone. Hopefully we won't have any technical difficulties. I know I reached out to you and I told you that I personally have only been active on YouTube since about June, and you were one of the first channels I came across. So I liked watching you, and it was you're very funny, you're very entertaining. And then I saw your latest video where you're like, oh, you know, I'm in this coven and I want to get away from the commentary stuff and I want to do like the spiritual stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness, like how cool. And I reached out to you and then you messaged me back and here we are.
Right.
And I watched the last video that you did yesterday with your friends, with your coven, when you guys went out and you did your crystal shopping. And I thought it was so cool. And I'm going to have a link to your channel when I post this video on my channel. The people that come to me, like, they're just so hungry for community, that are waking up to what they're waking up to, and like their beliefs and their spirituality. And I just thought this was so cool. It was like a little virtual get together, and I thought, like, how cool for a lot of people who don't have that or who are looking for that. And I really do feel like there's some reason and inspiration behind it, maybe bigger than you might know. Like you might have a feeling that you're being guided to do it, but I think even more so than you realize. So I think there's a bigger force at work here.
Me too. I feel it.
Yeah, I guess we were going to do a quick little reading. I don't know if there's anything you want to say, anything you want to ask before we get started. Or
I was just going to ask about like YouTube and like the state of my channel and the new direction that I'm going through, and just like spirits around me, like guides. Like I've been trying to channel recently, but I can't get through. So like you could maybe give me some more insight on that.
Absolutely. And I did mention to you before that I feel very strongly you have that great grandmother energy around you. When, like, in her living years, she came across as very devout, religious, and she was. It was sincere, but she also had a very, very strong connection to angels and to the spirit realm. And it was something that she wasn't able to share with people because they didn't get it. They didn't understand it. So now that you're on your path and you're being open about that, she's definitely stepping up and guiding you and wanting to be a part of this. Like, she's excited, like, let's go, let's do this. And I do feel November, the month of, and I don't know what's significant about November, but I feel November is going to be a really significant month for you in terms of you're going to find a lot of blocks are being lifted and a lot of things are being cleared. And I do feel you're going to discover within yourself some mediumship ability. So, I don't know. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your channel for the people that don't know? And then I can go into the reading and what I'm picking up for you.
Right, definitely. So, my channel, it's going through a lot. So, I was doing commentary, like I was just, you know, a popular topic pops up and I give my opinion on it. It's basically like very opinionated, very biased news, but there also comes with like the cringe culture, and I was like very into that because it got a lot of views and it just made me feel mean. I wasn't happy doing it, like I had to force myself to make videos, and now I changed my channel to I'm actually doing something that makes me happy. I care about Wicca and spirituality very much, and it's been a big part of my life for like 5 years or so. And so I'm just kind of doing that to what makes me happy. I'm featuring my coven. We meet every Thursday, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah.
I thought that's a really cool idea because, like I was telling you, a lot of people are looking for that. And I personally, I'm not Wiccan and I don't belong to a coven. But I know a lot of people are looking for it. And I thought, I watched your video yesterday, I was like, this is so cool for people that are like in need of this. I think you're building a community that you don't even realize. I mean, you might have an idea, but I think it's going to be bigger than you realize. Well, should we see what the cards have to say?
Yeah, because in the past 2 videos I put out, not doing too hot, so.
And hopefully my wonderful, amazing subscribers who tune in for my readings will be aware, for those of you who are on the Wiccan path and who are into the Wiccan stuff, or just overall just are interested in spirituality-based channels, they'll come by and they'll check you out. But it's like that book, you know, build it and they will come, right?
Right.
So I'm going to connect with your energy, my dear, and I'm going to go ahead and go in. So I want on your channel, I want you to take a deep breath in, breathe out, and say the name of your YouTube channel out loud 3 times.
Brow You Doing. Brow You Doing. Brow You Doing.
Okay. So one of the things that's coming up to me, and I don't know if this is something that somebody has already suggested to you, not a script, but like an outline or a format. And I'm getting no, don't do that. Let it be very free-flowing. I mean, you may have ideas. You may have ideas about what you wanted. Oh, you had a card that fell out.
Oh.
We're going to look at that right now. Your spirit's already speaking to you.
Oh, my goodness.
The more freer this is, the more happy you're going to be with the content, and the more it's going to draw in people that like watching you, because there's something about the free spiritedness of it and something about the openness of it that's allowing spirit to come in and do what it needs to do. But you're actually providing a lifeline for a lot of people who are very alone. So all you have to do is just be that vessel and allow for whatever is going to come through to come through you. But if you're going in with a very rigid format, and we have to do this at this point, we have to do that at that point, it's not going to be able to come through. Make sense?
Yeah, it's just crazy that you'd say that, because with my old videos, I literally spent nights scripting them, and then I would memorize it so I could repeat it back verbatim.
Oh, first I want to show you the card that fell out. The card that fell out. We call them jumpers. And the jumper cards are like the main thing that, you know, your guides or spirit wants you to remember from the reading.
Okay.
And you got one of the best cards ever. You got Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups is an emotionally rewarding new experience. It's just saying that your heart is going to be very full and you're going to be overflowing with ideas. And I feel that this is just kind of the beginning of something that's going to be streaming and branching out to other things. And then coming into the spring, you're going to hit this burst of creativity. And it's going to be very fulfilling for you. You're going to discover this artist within you that you always kind of knew was there, but you weren't ever really fully able to nurture it or to bring it out. And it's really emerging in the spring times. And it's going to be very emotionally rewarding for you. At the heart and at the center of your situation, you have 3 of Pentacles. So this is people coming together with an idea. So this could definitely be you and your 2 other friends, right?
Literally, that's us.
You could have gotten 3 of Cups. The 3 ladies, and they're like clinking glasses and they're having a good old time.
Yeah.
You could have gotten 3 of Cups, but you didn't. You got 3 of Pentacles. And I feel the reason for this is they're letting you know. And I know that you're doing this not from a place of where like, oh, I want to be famous or I want to be rich. I know you don't have those ideas in your head, but this is coming up to tell you that whatever you're being guided to do with this channel, it's filling some universal purpose, and it's a part of like your life purpose here. And so therefore, financially, things are going to fall into place and you're going to be provided for.
It's just like, it's so weird because that card, like, we all got together to like think of video ideas, and Kara, like, she edited my last video for me because she knows that I'm not good at editing. So that like screams at me like all working together to make an idea happen. Yes.
And it's an idea that's going to lead to money for you guys. But it's opening up, whether it's where you're going to be able to be endorsing products that you genuinely believe in and you're getting a cut from that, or if it's just some other opportunity or something coming in your way. It may even develop down the road. I wouldn't be surprised if it developed into some kind of like a YouTube series, like a YouTube TV type thing down the line. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me at all either. So the way that it's manifesting is you're moving forward. Like, one of the things that's coming up is the moon. And I already told you that coming into the fall and through the winter, you were going to be really kind of connecting with your intuition. Mm-hmm. It's also kind of connecting with the darker corners within yourself. Not dark as in evil, but like the things that you haven't visited in a while. I do feel like you did have like this massive disappointment. It was kind of just from this pain that you thought, I need to be with my sisters, I need to be with my girls, I need to go out, I need to do this. But that whole thing happened for a reason, because you're going to be connecting with the truer parts of yourself, and that just being you and your connection is really going to fuel the direction this channel goes in. So this next card is going to tell us what challenges you may be facing that might be unavoidable. And you have the Hanged Man. All right? And I love when this card comes up. I really do. And one thing I forgot to mention here, this is Major Arcana, and you've got another Major Arcana.
Okay.
What Major Arcana means is that this is a major crossroads that's putting you on your life purpose or your life path. Right?
Yes.
So this channel, we already know, is directly connected with your life purpose and life path. What you're not going to be able to get around is there's going to be a slow period. There's going to be a period in which you are figuring out this new direction and where you're at and what you're feeling. But because it's Major Arcana, it's been pre-planned. Like, it's happening as it's supposed to be happening. Sometimes this card for me is the calm before the storm. And you need this downtime because you've been through a lot. And a lot of the videos and the things that you've been posting, people don't realize how much work you are putting into it. Like, they just think, oh, you're just done, you're talking for 20 minutes, and you're just, oh, no. There's a lot that goes into it. And so you need this slower time. Like, this is going to be good for you. So help and assistance that you're receiving, sometimes people see this card and they freak out and they feel like, oh, oh my goodness, I don't like it. It's Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords, sometimes people associate the card with like, oh, somebody's spying on you or somebody doesn't have good intentions for you. However, it's coming up in the spot that tells us assistance that's coming your way. And so there's two ways we can read this. Seven of Swords can also mean finding a new way of doing things. All of a sudden, you're being led or directed to go with a different approach than you typically would have gone in. Mm-hmm. But it could also be that maybe somebody is watching you, somebody does have an eye on you, and they're going to offer you some possibility for collaboration. Now, they may not be as into this as like a life purpose thing. They may have selfish motives where they're seeing that this is an opportunity to make money, or this is going to be a good way for them to get exposure in some way. However, whatever their intention is, it doesn't matter because it's benefiting you as well in some way.
Makes me a little nervous, though.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous because you already know that overall you're in that Ace of Cups energy. So your outcome card is Knight of Swords. And Knight of Swords is going to be about taking charge and taking action. Okay? So I feel that a lot of us who are going to be watching your channel are very lucky because we're in essence watching something being born. Your channel here and the videos you're putting out are not going to be the end game. But like I said, there was something coming where it was going to branch out and there were going to be these different channels and these different things. Channel is going to be you finding your way, you kind of inventing something or bringing something to light, and we're getting to watch it be born over time. So that's exciting, and that's cool. Right. But I'm going to pull clarifiers here for Knight of Swords, and I want to know, what does this mean? Because you have Ten of Wands coming up, and you have Page of Swords, and you have Knight of Swords, and you have the Hanged Man, something in your life, and again, I'm not going to go into your personal details, and I'm not going to put it on YouTube, but something in your life is sending you on this journey, and this channel is like you going on this journey and finding yourself, and at the end of it, you're making a decision about where you stand and whether or not you want a certain someone around them. Maybe to edit yourself, or maybe to be like accommodating or being of service, or being very giving in that way. And you're coming out and you're taking charge and you're coming in a new direction, and you have King of Pentacles. So this is something being offered to you. And this could be an earth sign male that's showing up at some point in your life. That's going to be a very significant factor in this new life or taking this new step. So it's almost like this channel is leading you to a personal rebirth, and we're getting to watch it. And along the way, there will be opportunities for finances coming in, there will be opportunities for other growth, and there will be the business aspect of it. But I feel you're creating something spiritually based. Whether it's like, it feels to me like a sense of community. Like, it feels to me like you're not just gonna have followers. It's almost like I don't want to say a way of life, but it's something that people are a part of, and it's changing their lives, and you're able to help them. Maybe at some point be doing things like appearances and workshops, have products or things that you're offering that have helped you along your way, and it's helping people kind of with their own spiritual process and finding themselves and connecting for themselves. What else you want to ask me?
Maybe like about like my spirit guides and stuff, or like angels or whatever around me, because I did ask that psychic about that, but she was like, yeah, there are angels around you, and I'm like, I know everyone does, but like, can we go in depth? And she's like, there were angels around you, and I'm like, okay.
Well, I have a feeling that as you're moving forward with your abilities and with your gifts, you're going to start seeing them, but they're going to be showing up more for you. You had Michael and Metatron around you a lot in your childhood, and you would even communicate with them.
Michael and who?
And Metatron.
Metatron? I love that.
That's the Transformer robot.
I love that.
Metatron is the archangel of purifying energy, cleansing energy. And I feel there was a lot of toxic energy around you when you were a kid. And because you're so open and you're gifted and you do have your psychic abilities, it was like, we don't want this darkness to take over her. So there was just a lot of shielding and guiding and putting you in this little bubble when you were little. I do feel that when you were younger, there was a house that you lived in, but you moved from this house. And I feel you were there, like, between 4 and 7.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
There was an older gentleman there who calls himself Marvin. And he kind of, like, befriended you. He was, like, this friendly ghost or whatever. And he's coming and he's, like, wanted to be your guide.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited for you. I'm excited that you're going on this path, that you just flat out came out and said, hey, I'm in a coven, and I'm going to make videos about it. And I was like, oh, I'm excited. I'll definitely be keeping up and watching and following, and I will have a link to your channel on my channel so people can see. And, yeah, like, you know, if ever you want to do, like, you know, anything together, like, to collaborate, I'm completely, like, I'm down. Like,
I would definitely want to do that. I would definitely want to do that. I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me read for you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so hopefully this is the first of other videos.
Exactly, yes. It will be.
More to come. Alright, hon. Well, you have a good night, I guess.
You have a good night, too.
Alright. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. Take care.
Take care, you too.